Welcome, everyone, to yet another marvelous adventure. Um, what that adventure is, you will soon be made aware. However, I welcome you to the Harbour. In Elegance City, the capital of the Eastern Shore, early in the day and very late in the year, various businesses are already setting up to sell specifically for an upcoming festival, the Winter's Heart Dance. Various areas of the Grand Market are setting up for incoming goods from new shipments that are being brought into port. On the outer edges of the city, the retaining wall that keeps Elegance City from its lands beyond within the Eastern Shore has far more soldiers than most of you have been used to the past few years. Granted, the nation is at war, but this is so many more soldiers than normally are on the retaining wall. As the sunlight glints off the 100-foot tall marble and ivory and gilded towers, as light penetrates the windows of the Amethyst Chapel and then the Emerald Chapel, flooding them with light, a heavy fog rolls in. Thick, not normally dew this time of year. And an overcast mutes the radiance of this city. Ships pull into harbor. Workers sometimes dashing back and forth, some of them on their second or third shift in a row, unloading ships, making ships ready. We move up first to the Grand Market. Here in the Grand Market, there's a number of amazing shops. Murtide General, the Rascallion, and Brelot's Apothecary. On the street, we're going to meet two people outside Brelot's Apothecary. And, if Chadwick and Andy would be so kind as to describe who we see outside this boutique shop.
Of course. Well, of course, it's me, right? Chadwick, loving son of the Silver Leaf family. I am the third, of course, father and grandfather before me. And um, tall, thin, wiry almost elf, um, in brown leather chaps. He's got a green button up with a gold um, vest on, and he has a plum uh, colored brooch in his hair. He stands very tall, chest out, arrogant, uh, thinks he's better than everybody because he knows he's better than everybody. Um, and of course, this is my twin, Andy.
Hello, Mandy. My family hates me. That's fine. I'm not as tall as Chad. Uh, he's also not as tall as he thinks he is. Um, Big red hair. Um, and just kind of, um, anytime he approaches someone that it looks like he's interested in them, I am casting like disguise self to make myself just a little bit taller so that when I tell them that I'm only 5'4", he looks even shorter.
You're muted, Saturday.
I'm trying not to. I love it. I'm dying. I'm dying. As the two of you are outside, this boutique shop with elegant designed windows, a small white picket fence with a small garden, and there's some tables inside for people to sit down, and there's these pink shutters and these decorative columns that hold up a small roof. Someone comes out and puts up a sign to actually advertise that they've recently got in new carnelian brandy. Brelots is one of the most sought after boutiques for custom potions, craft goods, perfumes. It's not an apothecary in the way of just healing. There is therapy here. There are things to improve one's physical appearance, one's mystique. As you are passed by someone walking into Brelot's apothecary, Nolan, who walks by them?
I'm Nolan Whitecrest. You see brushing past you at a brisk pace, tall, 5'11", nearly 6 foot tall, slick back hair, dark black, closely cropped beard, wears fine black trousers, polished black boots. He has on a fine silk white shirt with a vest over it. Under one arm, he has a long peacoat that even with the brisk air he's not wearing. The only real piece of finery besides the well-made clothes is a single silver signet ring on his right hand with a large sapphire in it. Pardon me, excuse me, must be on my way, thank you, and makes his way right in the shop. Do notice as he walks by, he has blue eyes, but one seems to actually have a bit of a glow to it, almost. It almost matches the ring on his hand.
We're going to be moving into that shop momentarily. I will ask a question out of curiosity to Chad and Andy. Seeing this other very fine gentleman entering in, will you go there or will you seek somewhere else to do your shopping?
Andy always has the list. I'm just here for looks.
He's here because I told him we would go get food after if he came with me. Yeah, we're
That
gonna.
too.
I don't care. I will be like, hey, that guy looks like you could be related.
I am much taller.
We come into the shop. Nolan, you are there at the counter with Rakoka Brelot, the owner of this fine store. She is a tiefling with almost coffee-colored skin, big green eyes, dark brown hair. Her two curled back horns are two different colors. One is dark brown, the other one is almost a cinnamon. And she's dressed in the most wonderful white lace and cotton dress with a vest, with these big pink gloves on, no fingers. You're currently engaged in conversation. So wonderful to see you, Master Whitecrest. We have your cornelian brandy, of course. Is there anything else I can interest you in?
Miss Brelot, charmed as always. You always go above and beyond. You, the best shop in town, I swear. I'm looking for something rather unique, actually. I'll buy the brandy, of course. I'm always happy to have it.
It's already covered.
You are too kind to me, far too kind. I am looking for incense. But I need incense that is infused with the essence of a fire elemental.
This is something. One moment, let me check my books. As she goes down to do that, what are Andy and Chad doing? As there's a bunch of tables where people are actually getting massages from people. And there's a whole bunch of racks of various things and products set up.
I'm looking at our list. Not super familiar with this shop. It just looked really nice, so we went in. I don't actually think anything we need is in here. Um, but I'm sure Chad has wandered to go look at pretty things.
I'm like 3/4 of the way through the store already. Just like running around looking at all the pretty stuff and like shaking bottles, specifically say that do not shake.
A young woman in a white dress similar to Rakoka's comes up. I apologize. Please, those are not. Don't. Please don't shake that.
Oh, it's okay. Daddy will pay for it. And then he just walks away. Andy, it's lame in here. Can we leave?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Your shop is lovely. But I don't think any of this stuff is stuff that we need, even if Daddy could pay for it. Yeah, we're gonna go. Thank you so much. Everything's lovely. I really like your dress.
Have a fine day. Nolan, you'll be able to get your incense. It is actually 10 gold bundle.
I buy 2 bundles.
Rakoka leans forward, and she's holding a flower. A little white flower with these long triangular leaves. I picked this from my garden. May I? Your lapel
Of
is
course,
empty.
Miss Brelot, as always.
Much better. You look quite dapper.
Always perks up my day to see you.
Pleased you stopped by again. I was thinking about going to the ball at the Emerald Cathedral.
I hear it's a lovely time. I've never been myself.
Perhaps we can eat there.
If I attend, I would love to. I'll save you a dance.
Absolutely.
No.
I'm going to move across the city. Oh, I love shenanigans, and we're already starting shenanigans. We're actually going to be moving to a very different space. We're moving down, not into the proper harbor area, but slightly off to the side where the old port is. The old port, though still heavily used, is primarily in a bit of disrepair. There are a lot of old wooden buildings that have been almost repaired and reassembled with discarded ship materials, things that people could pick up. And we're going to find ourselves in a very strange L-shaped tavern, um, with anchors hanging on the outside and fishing tackle up and around. Inside the tavern, a very old sea elf with a dark set of rings that hang below her eyes. Just these deep bags. So much hair. It's just leaned over, wiping the bar. And this is Dimskin Hall. And I'm just gonna ask, um, because the most likely person to be here, I believe, would be Silren. However, I would ask who else might be in this sailor's tavern that is primarily uh, visited by sea elves and those who are still new to the city.
Still new, then probably Garrick.
The old woman behind the bar is named Mother Kriya, and she's just wiping it down and pouring tea for the early people and ale for the people who are getting off late shifts. Um, and I'm going to ask what both of you are doing in this time, and we're going to start with Silver.
Um, I think Silren just came in for a quick nap in between shifts at the dock. He's probably got like an hour and a half of sleep in like a dark corner, had like his jacket over his head because didn't have time to get a proper room. But he's used to the sounds of the tavern, so when he hears like more people coming in, people switching out, he wakes up like listening to the tide. And he is a sea elf, uh 5'11", not that tall. Swimmer's build, grayish blue skin, um, and he has white hair, white eyes, uh, lots of scars, and like sun-weathered skin from working almost all the time. And he has like well-worn clothing on, a little bit salt crusted. And he has piercings and very simple jewelry, and it's all silver and steel.
Eric, where are you in the
He
Dimskin Hall right now?
he's actually at the very corner edge of the bar, and he's got two things in front of him. He's got a cup of tea, and he has a town map. And he's looking at around. You see, he's kind of short. He's about 6 feet tall. He's an orc with green skin. He's got brown eyes. Um, and you see that he's got a skullet, and strapped across his back is a set of bagpipes, and at his hip he has a scimitar. And he is just sipping his cup of tea while looking over a city map.
Mother Kriya wanders over and plops a plate down in front of Silren, and it's just a bunch of pickled fish, and then a cup of tea is put down.
Silren, like he had his like he was sleeping with like the chair tilted back, his legs are crossed on the table. And then like when Mother Kriya comes over, he quickly acts very schoolboy, caught in the act of doing something very naughty. He puts his feet down. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just if you're gonna put your feet up, at least take off your boots.
I'm gonna have to put them back on anyways.
Well, I'd prefer not to clean off the table after your boots have been on them.
Right? Sorry.
She gives you a little pat on the head.
He rolls his eyes, but like in a way that she won't see.
These kids, I swear.
Yeah, love you too.
Oh no, I love you, and I also wish you would stop putting your boots on my table. She comes over. She's got a bit of a hunch, but not like a full hunch. It's kind of just she crouches a little bit forward. Comes up to Garrick. No,
Did the map give it away?
actually, it was your smell.
Oh, too much?
Just different.
Ah, okay.
The map doesn't help. You'll get shanked in the street, you know.
That might be exciting at least.
I offer a piece of advice.
I might take it.
If you're gonna look at a map of the town, if you really want to know the layout of this city, it's better to find yourself a guide.
A guide.
There are plenty of people who'll take a few coin to lead you around.
Well, for that, I would need to know what I was looking for in general, and I haven't quite decided what that is yet.
What brings you to our fine shore?
Something new, opportunity, perhaps just a different change of scenery for myself.
Well, be careful. If you ever need anything, you come up here. All right. You come see Mother Kriya.
It's quite kind of you.
My favors aren't free, but
Few rarely are.
at least you're safe here.
You know, I will take that.
Um, Consider that other people might notice you stick out of place. Get some new clothes, or at least untuck your shirt. She just hobbles behind her bar.
Gonna look down at his untucked shirt and go, okay.
You see Silren has you didn't see it before because the way he was leaning and sleeping, but he reaches and puts his puts a warhammer behind his back and puts the slings the jacket over his shoulder and comes over, leans over the bar to like give Mother Kriya like a one-armed hug and a kiss on the side of her head and like, I'm going off to work now. Don't get into trouble.
Oh, do me. Could you perchance do something for me?
Sure, if I have time.
Corin's sleeping upstairs. Go rouse him.
All right,
He needs to get to work.
I got it. And he gives Garrick a little nod of acknowledgement.
Gives like
You
a
should
mock
listen.
salute back.
You should listen to her. You really stand out.
Is it the green skin?
No,
No,
it's
it's the
not.
look of naivete and wonder on your face.
Hmm. Not sure I can do much about that, but
You could get punched a few times. That'd help.
again, that might be exciting.
You'd have to pay me first. And then he turns around and goes to wake Corin.
Um, just literally in a hammock hanging from the ceiling, a dark-haired sea elf, white eyes, still wearing his vest, cotton shirt.
I am gonna try to sneak up to him and like pour him out of the hammock.
Just roll stealth.
A dirty 20.
Are you going for like a full flip or like a push out? What are you doing?
Just like gently grabbing as far ends of the hammock as I can go and just like shaking right out.
Corin, the seal, and it just rolls right out flat on his face. Oh,
Time for work. Let's go. Chop chop.
let me get my boots at least.
Ah, see? That's why you always keep them on.
Generally, I don't get thrown out of the hammock. Unless you're here, you little shit. Corin, he's about 5'8". Tiny, itty bitty. Um, probably 23 at most. But there's just like these deep bags under his eyes. So tired. Right. Thanks for the wake up.
I give him a pat on the back that's probably a little bit too rough.
Mm. Ah, did you hear? I finally earned enough money to get my little brother into school. Ah,
Shit. Really? Congrats.
he's gonna make himself into something.
Um, you see briefly, well, he doesn't see you probably, but briefly there's like a look on Soren's face that is like press X to doubt because they're sea elves and they're from a really rough part of town. And he's had more experience with like everyone else that isn't a part of the community out there, but like this kid, he's still got hope. Like, yeah, sure. I believe that you believe it.
I'm gonna make sure that my brother Peter has a proper education and doesn't have to work these docks like us.
Yeah. Ain't that the dream? Reaches over, ruffles his hair.
I said, go. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
We're gonna shift because there's still someone we have to meet. And I'm gonna ask because there is a lot going on here. First off, would you be somewhere in the city or somewhere in the harbor?
Probably somewhere in the harbor. Don't typically like hugely crowded spaces or enclosed buildings and things like that.
We're gonna move our way over to the shipmaster's wharf. This is one of several buildings where a shipmaster and a wharfmaster actually are controlling what's coming in and out, but are also giving people jobs. And this is in the harbor proper, the main pier. So many people here waiting to get up to desks to potentially get a job. What are you doing?
On this particular day, most likely, it's kind of hard to describe, but not really like looking for the direct attention, but also being a little bit like actively showing want to find something to do, but also not desperate for a job. You find a 3'3" little essentially monkey person. The only skin you can see is their face and their big honking nose. And the rest of them is a vibrant orangish red with a little bit of like faded white toward the chest, wearing just a very weathered looking set of a vest and somewhat baggy pants made of leather, and they're just they never wear shoes. Why would you put those things on your feet? Then you can't move your feet.
That's fair.
So they're probably hanging out, finding somewhere that they can link their tail around and all of that sort of thing. Always in the wind.
Someone takes a look up from a desk at you. It's a human, maybe 60 years old, half gray hair. The rest of it is a dark brown, with these little bits that have actually been sun bleached. So tan, face so weathered. Pea coat, vest, proper tie and shirt. Just gestures over to you.
Sort of languidly approach.
This might come off as rude, but you're a good climber, right?
Well, my dude, I think that would be obvious.
Gotta ask.
But yes, I'm quite a climber.
Do you have any experience with high rigging?
Is there anything that I can jump up to around me?
Absolutely. There are like exposed support beams above you.
Without needing a running start, I just leap up and catch the rigging with my tail.
Nice. How do you feel about a job down at the shipwrights? We do repairs, a lot of restocking, a lot of refitting before a vessel goes back out.
I reach into my bag and I pull out some of my carpenter's tools.
Yeah, here's the job offer with the dock number. It's 5 silver a week.
That'll do. That'll do.
Honest work.
Keeps me in the wind.
I know that Druval, who runs the dock, after a couple of years, he's been known to make people into proper apprentices. So, take it up if you want.
Swing my tail back and just flip in right there and grab the piece of paper. Thanks, man.
I just want to make sure everybody's working. You have a good one. Knocks on his desk. As everyone is in their various spaces, whether it is going to find somewhere else to go shopping, departing a boutique, in Dimskin Hall, or leaving it, that fog just rolls through again, and the overcast pulls in more as the city itself becomes difficult at best to navigate. For those of you who are down by the water, visibility is 5 feet. We're gonna pick up with the twins.
I'm dragging Chad somewhere less this to look for stuff because I'm taken care of by my family because it would be scandalous if anybody knew that the redheaded servant of their eldest son was actually his twin. Um, so they take care of me, but I like to go places that aren't this as much because it's not for me.
With the heavy fog rolling in, I want you to go ahead and make a survival check to see where you wander through and end up in the city.
I just can't believe that Father would send us out here in these conditions.
I mean, he sent me.
Well, yeah, but you know I have to come.
I know. I know. Because if I break something, it's bad, but if you break it, it's fine. I rolled a 10.
All right. You go down a huge set of stairs. You don't know if it's the plaza stairs or the Grand Market stairs, or even the Causeway stairs. It's just this long staircase before eventually the two of you bump into a giant statue. It's just this huge base. The statue itself is of the founder of Elegance City, very tall man in a long sailor's jacket with long hair that's full of black roses.
Also like 7 foot.
Oh, this statue is like a full 10 feet tall. It's big.
Where are you taking us?
Um, it's really foggy and I'm not exactly sure.
Can I roll perception?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I would love to do that. 12.
You
You're
look
good at
around.
this.
The best idea you have is you are actually at the Grand Pier. This statue of the city's founder is one of several down here. And you think this is the one at the Grand Pier. There's a little tiny fire burning in front of it that burns at all times.
I will kind of like grab part of Chad's like tails, like the tails of his coat, just to like not get separated and just wander. I don't know where we are.
I do believe it's over here. And I just start walking in a random direction.
Yeah, because you both rolled really bad.
Yeah, all right.
To come up to Nolan. Upon departing the apothecary, where would you might have been heading?
What time of day is it?
It is early in the day. At this point in time, we'll say possibly 8, 9 in the morning. It's very early.
Right. Well, I have new equations that I must work on, so there's many components that I have to get. Miss Brelot always has wonderful things, but not everything I need, so I would probably wander about the Grand Market looking for slightly more peculiar items. And if I can find them, if I can't, I'll just... This weather is my kind of weather. I love it. I'm comfortable for the first time in a while. This briskness is very comforting, so I would just enjoy the market for the most part.
Do me a favor, actually, roll, just due to the visibility, roll investigation, actually, to try to find the store you're looking for.
Dirty 20.
you're actually going to come across the Razaku. Razaku is primarily a dealer in traded spices, various botanicals, a number of exotics, as it were. But also well accumulated components for a number of arcane working.
Perfect.
I am searching for components to work on my current thesis, as I am only a year out from graduating as a master battle mage from the university, but I'm also looking for some components to work on some of my more private arcane equations.
Razaku is run by Miss Razaku. The most imposing statured 6'8" half-orc woman. Very prim, very proper. Her hair is all done up neat and tidy in a large bun. Huge brown apron tied over a fine ruffled dress with a high collar, buttons all the way up her neck. Single silver tusk cap. Master Whitecrest.
Always a pleasure.
Always. Anything in particular today?
Quite particular. And to you, DM, I will leave to your discretion what components I would need to do what it is I'm attempting to do.
Yeah. A hush-hush conversation occurs. I have most of what you need, but I do not have all of what you need.
Right. Send a runner to the estate as soon as you do, and I will come back and pay in full.
I was actually going to make a suggestion.
Always open to suggestion.
Are you familiar with Dimskin Hall?
It's the bar down by the port, yes?
Yes, the old port.
I've heard they've got good beer.
And more.
More like what I'm looking for.
If you know the right place to ask.
And do you know the right place to ask?
Takes a little piece of paper, takes a little quill, writes something down. Yeah.
And I will slide 5 gold across the counter.
She can get you everything you need.
Thank you for the information. And believe I'll be back to do more business with you.
I take care of those who take care of me.
Always a pleasure. And I will head to the port.
Which is wonderful timing for us to catch up. Try not to laugh at that because this is a wonderful time for us to catch up actually to two different people who are actually heading to the same place. Or at least the same dock. Payu and Silren are actually both heading to the same dock. Corin's there, along with you, Silren, actually trying to pull a whole bunch of seaweed out of his hair from the previous night.
I don't say anything. I just like sort of tug at whatever I can see. We've all been there.
I keep having to do scraping.
Yeah, well, what do you expect?
Yeah, we can stay under the water long enough to do it, so they make us do it.
Yeah, you just gotta find someone who can pay you enough.
Just gotta keep working. Just gotta keep working. That's it.
Ain't that the truth?
You will actually all bump into each other in the thick fog because unfortunately it's very hard to see.
As
Shit.
that fog starts coming in, Payu is going to sort of fiddle with this bracelet that he keeps on his wrist and go, "Hey, buddy, I need a little bit of light." And materializing is just a tiny little spiritual honeybee that sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius.
I love that.
I'll also say
Shadows be everywhere.
as me and Corin have been walking, like under the guise of me pulling the seaweed out of his hair, I've been casting guidance on him so that he doesn't trip over himself and sprawl over the pier while we're walking.
Under these circumstances, actually, perception checks from everybody.
First roll.
12.
Boy. Perception. Hold on. Where is my perception? 24.
All of us or just the ones?
No, everyone.
Oh, okay.
16.
That's really fun. I rolled a natural 20. That's a 25.
Oh, goodness.
No clue where the
11.
fuck, but
Um,
A natural
Mandy,
11.
where you are over, like, getting dragged through, and Silren, where you actually do see before running into him, them, before you manage to see each other before running into each other, thanks to that light and a few other things. But you're all actually going to see the storm clouds coming in, but also slowly moving into port, cutting through the fog. A 12-deck massive frigate that is actually just coming at almost half speed and not slowing down
Uh-oh.
into the harbor.
Does it look like it's trying to stop? Does it look like it's trying to dock? Or does it look like it's in trouble?
It's just going. And it's huge. And this is going to be bad.
How far away is it? And is it headed toward like the
It's not
most
coming to the old
trafficked area of the harbor? Or is
Yeah,
it
it's not going into the old port. It is actually going into uh, a a secondary port area not far from you, but everyone will be able to actually see this from where they are because it is literally cutting through the fog. It's a huge ship. There are lanterns on the sides that are lit, and that's the first thing anyone will see as something is moving rapidly to slam into. It's lit.
From the distance that this ship is at, would there be time for us to run to the dock to warn anyone?
You can certainly try.
Well,
Thorin will be able to point it out to his companions. And he will be able to point it out to Chad.
So
Chatting did not
Caillou,
problem. Grab his hand and move toward it.
We're
Um,
going towards that thing?
I immediately slap Corin on the shoulder and tell him, people are still at the docks. We have to go help. And start sprinting.
Caillou is a rogue, and due to their subclass, they have a normal speed of 45 feet. I'm triple booking it.
To get people warned. Hey, Nolan and
Actually,
Garrick.
Jumping
one
as much
sec.
as I can to increase my
What I would
speed.
actually like to do. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're on the lower pier, right? My swim speed is faster. I'm gonna jump into the water and start booking it in the water.
That's a very good option. While you're doing that, Corin is going to be just yelling out for people to try to alert them. Garrick and Nolan, you will become aware of the problem as you can hear someone outside shouting, inbound not stopping.
How far away was the tavern from where this ship is coming in? And would it be visible from like around the tavern?
If you were to look through the window, you would be able to get a very slim view, but you'd be able to see it, but it is not an immediate danger to you.
Okay. Garrick's going to head outside. He's going to hop up on a barrel facing towards where the ship is careening to the dock, and you see him crunching on an apple.
Nolan, looking around, in these conditions, I will ignite my hands. How much light does it give off in the current obscurity?
You know what? That's a really good question. 1 second. I'm just going to pull up Nolan. And I'm going to see what makes sense. You know what? I'm going to give you 15 feet of illumination.
Well, it's free essentially, so I'll just start firing off firebolts in the direction of the ship to try and basically send off flares in this so people will look and go, what the fuck? And see it coming. And I will start running forward.
Everything about this is brilliant. No matter where anyone is right now, except for Silren, who's in the water. Deck save.
Natural 20.
Oh! I was so worried when I saw your fingers. I'm like, is it a 10? Oh no. Yes.
18.
17.
My turtles fucked me. 7.
Oh no.
Well,
Only 2 of you are going to take damage as you are knocked off your feet as this enormous ship crashes into the harbor. Because of the way this is built, a lot of these shops and everything are actually on elevated platforms that move over the water. And then the piers and the ports and the docks stretch out into the water. When this hits in to the city, a couple of you are going to get knocked down. Don't worry, it's not that bad. You are only going to take 9 damage as you are thrown to your feet, thrown off your feet. and parts of areas in the port, the harbor, the primary pier actually crack slightly. This thing was moving fast and had a lot of weight.
Ah, Andy, I have
Fully
fallen.
knocks the air out of me. Which is something considering my subclass.
Back up. Dust him off.
So the ship is kind of stopped now. The crash has happened. Now that that's finished happening, Garrick's gonna hop off the barrel and start slowly making his way down to where the crash was.
Because of the things that people were doing, we're going to address a couple things really quick. Nolan, you will have alerted the immediate workers on that dock. 12 of them managed to get free before it crashed. Some did not. Some people were lost in the water. Silren, because you are in the water, there are currently 18 dock workers who have fallen and were injured in that accident. You cannot save them all, but you can save some. And I'm actually going to ask for you to do an athletics check. And we're going to determine how many of them that you can save, unless you have some means that you think you can save more.
Can I do a perception to see how many are very badly injured, as in if I don't
Absolutely.
save them right now, they will drown.
Absolutely. Make this an insight, though.
Insight. Okay. It's the same roll. 17.
There are 6 who will definitely drown. The others are injured in various ways. You cannot say for certain whether or not all of them are in peril, but you know that 6 will definitely drown if something isn't done.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to aim for those 6 first.
Just give me an athletics check as your ability to maneuver and try to get them out. There is already a DC set to see how many you can get out. It's a sliding
That
scale.
will be a 23.
Right. Congratulations, you were going to save all 6 dock workers. Because the top DC was 22.
And I don't do it in a gentle way, unfortunately, because he's more focused on quantity. And he's just like he's not even fully pulling himself out of the water to do it. He's just grabbing and like slinging them onto the whatever's left of the pier and trying to go back for the rest.
Absolutely. For our wonderful Payu, because you're really fast.
Yes, I'm really fast. And also, I would be asking, once I get the wind back into me, is there anybody on the pier that is currently unconscious?
There is. This does not require a perception check. Once you get close enough, one of the lanterns that was on that ship fell onto one of the smaller docks that has been splintered. There are a few people there. Unfortunately, when that lantern broke, the oil and fire are spreading out onto the dock itself.
Sorry, I gotta check one spell quick. Remember what it does. Would it be hard to... Oh, actually, It's an unorthodox way to use it. So it's up to you if it will work for what I'm trying to do.
You give me your idea.
I have a cantrip that is called Aurora's Gust. You can use it to either move a singular creature, move an object, or create a subtle air effect. I'm wondering if I can technically consider the object the fire and try to.
I would let you target part of the fire.
Okay.
Because it is spreading, there is oil.
Yeah.
So it is reasonable for you to target part of that and move it.
I want to try to get away from as many people as possible. So depending upon where it's spreading out towards.
So there's, and we'll say specifically 3 people in one area where it's coming right, the oil is starting to move right where they are unconscious.
Okay. I'm going to pull to right in front of them and dig into my connection to the wind. The reason that I'm called Payu. And try to shove the flames 15 feet away from them so I can get them out.
Is this a spell attack roll or a save?
It's just a thing that I can.
All right. Sometimes you gotta double check, right?
Unattending, weighing no more than 10 pounds, up to 15 feet in any direction. It is forceful but non-damaging.
I'm gonna go ahead. This is just going to work. Because we don't have to make it too crunchy, right? You have a mechanic, we're doing that mechanic. You will have to physically drag these 3 people. But Corin is actually now catching up to you. So he's going to be able to assist in moving them.
And then once we've got them to a safe place, pull out my secondary pack, which is a healer's kit.
Out of curiosity, now that you're done crunching your apple, Garrick, and you're heading down, are you heading down with any sort of haste or just kind of slow?
Nope, he's meandering his way down there.
Okay, you'll get there soon. Freaking love that. Andy and Chad, where you are, you cannot actually, when it hit some of the cracks that came through, you cannot safely just immediately go back the way you had came to go back into the city. You're kind of stuck in this area of the harbor itself and the old port not far away.
So I will telepathically say this to Chad, but I need all of you to hear it so that you know. I'll be like, Chaddington Bear, you have to stop thinking constantly that you don't care that poor people are dying. Okay? You have to stop. Okay? We're gonna go to that because we can't go back. And you gotta stop.
While Andy is telepathically communicating to me, I'm just screaming help. Just help! Help!
Everyone is going to hear this.
Help!
Everyone hears this.
Hello?
Fine. I think, right? Like, are you hurt?
My coat is scuffed.
Okay.
And my pride, Andy. My pride.
I know, but I won't tell anybody that you fell, so if you stop screaming for help, nobody has to know.
Yeah, but they need to help us.
Nolan, where are you right now?
I have run all the way down to the lower docks. I see someone hauling people out of the water, just throwing them up onto the dock. And I'm going to attempt to assist.
If you would like, because there are more people in the water that are less injured, but there are still people in the water. If you would like to jump in and attempt to pull more people free, absolutely. Unless you have some other plan.
Unfortunately, my spell's not made for rescuing people. So as he runs, he will drop the coat to the side and kick off his boots and dive into the water.
Right. I'm going to ask for an athletics check from you also, as there are a number of people still in the water.
Not very good at those.
Don't worry, it's a sliding scale.
Don't roll a one.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's an 8.
Okay. You can get a hold of one person. It's a sliding scale. You can get a hold of one person and doggy paddle and kick your way as hard as possible back to.
Getting to them quite quickly, very fast. Once he has an arm around them, much slower.
Yeah. But you can get them to a ladder, and that into itself is pretty good because then they can actually get up. Once you get them out of the water, they're able to crawl up the ladder, though choking and coughing out water. They are able to get up. And yes, I mean, hey, at least it wasn't a 1.
I think for a split second, Silverin almost thinks you're one of the people he has to also save because he heard a body go into the water. And then was like, oh no, this is like an attempt at a help. It's like, he's got it.
Yeah, he's a very strong swimmer until he has someone in his arms, and then he's struggling to stay afloat. And as soon as he gets that person to the ladder, he does turn back and keep swimming out to try and find more people.
Also, it is winter, so I'm assuming the water is fucking freezing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a shock to the body for sure.
Nolan is quite comfortable.
Now, fortunately, for people like Silren and Corin, cold water, you don't care. Nolan's fine. It's very cold, but you are able to do this, and we'll say combined, the two of you can actually manage to get most of everyone up, as Payu and Corin have pulled those people off the top of the dock, and Corin has joined to get the rest of the people out of the water. So there are now 3 people up. Three people. I had the right number of fingers every time. Don't tell me I didn't. There are now 3 people who have done rescue out of the water, and you have managed to save everyone who was on that dock. Congratulations.
I'm immediately
just going
starting to
around
look
checking
around
on
and
people.
seeing whose chests aren't moving.
Yep.
Swallowed too
Same.
much water.
Medicine check.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yep.
Medicine. Oh, not too
I
bad.
just
And
want to
Nolan,
remind
you're there as
everyone,
well?
That's right.
you're also hearing, help! Please, someone!
Yeah, that is
Help!
totally ignored.
16.
Not my problem. 18.
It was almost a 1, but it's a 16.
There are 2 people that needed immediate resuscitation, but you both rolled quite well. Clear the water out of their lungs.
I'm gonna do something much quicker, and I'm going to go over and cast Spare the Dying.
Sometimes magic is all you need.
Flavoring it as like a really hard single push onto their esophagus so they spit up all the water.
Even like a small octopus shoots out, like a tiny one.
Oh,
I hope you're not pressing on their esophagus.
Just
Maybe their chest.
chest.
Okay, much better.
Throat smacking. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just quickly.
Yes, good.
Just slam on their esophagus. They're like,
Gonna break
You're
their
gonna rack up a
trachea
body
doing
count
that.
real
Yeah.
fast.
Just strangle people back to life.
Just crush
Um,
their windpipes. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Was the Warhammer name Defibrillator not?
I can't argue with that.
Oh, God.
Smacks people, and sometimes they wake up. Okay? That's his thing.
Oh,
I mean, you know what?
Valid.
Yeah, we're gonna take it. Um, all of you are going to be mostly in the same space now. Um, presuming Andy drags the screaming Chadwick.
Yeah. And I can. Because what's your strength, big brother?
-2.
We don't have to get into that.
We don't have to get into that. You're all going to be in the same space as you can see this enormous frigate. Just there.
Does it seem like there's anyone aboard?
Perception check.
11?
You can't see anyone. I mean, there's lit lanterns. Someone had to have lit the lanterns. The sails are currently at half. So someone had adjusted the sails. It's not uneven. They're just dropped to half mast. So
How far away am I from the ship?
if you continue moving forward, you will be within, I will say everyone will be within 100 feet of the crash site.
Oh, that's not close enough. Okay, thank you.
Garrick eventually meanders onto the scene. And he's gonna start looking like he's trying to help people, but he's not really doing anything. Like he's gonna go to people who mostly look okay and pretend to like attend them for a little bit and then move on.
I can already tell you what Garrick's survival odds are.
Ah.
Is anybody that looks like help while I'm here?
Must we get closer, sister?
You can all
yes.
smell the pompous.
Yeah.
Does it seem like,
Ouryn... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, does it seem like any of the people we pulled out of the water are suffering from hypothermia or any type of thermal shock?
Everyone has been brought out of the water fast enough, and it was such a short amount of time that currently everyone is in a stable point. Though, to be fair, most of them are unconscious.
They are covered in cold water, and it is brisk out, so no one will step around and lay his hands out and quickly just start drying everyone.
Passive perceptions for the group.
11.
17.
17, damn. 13 for me.
Well,
15.
All right. Silren, you can tell that this is not an Eastern Shore ship. You've dealt with a lot of ships in port. You've worked in the dock for a long time and the harbor in a long time. You don't even know where this came from. It's not the right construction. It's not the right decoration. It doesn't have a flag, but it's different enough that you don't know where this came from.
Is it like a modern build, or is it older?
with the strangeness of the architecture and the design and even the decoration,
Can't tell.
hard to say.
Mm.
Every culture, every nation has their own way of building ships. It's a solid hull build with solid wood outer hull. It's 12 decks, so it has to be of similar capacity as modern ships.
Because he's so aware of the tension in the city, his mind immediately goes to worst case scenario, and he looks for Corin. Pulls him aside. What's the name of the person who runs the docks? Druval?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tell Corin, go find Druval. If he's fine, tell him we have a problem.
Just hacks out a bunch of water himself. Like, oh, so many people down there.
Yeah, we got them. We got him out. It's fine.
I'll go.
It's really fine. Yeah.
Be careful out here.
You be careful in there.
Oh, shit, you're right. He just books it off. Kicking his boots off and picking them up with his hand because he's actually going to run a lot faster without them.
May I make a history check on the boat to see if I
Yes,
remember it from school? Like the
course you
different
can.
architecture or something my dad or grandfather said?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Love to hear that.
Something Daddy said.
Yes. That is a natural 20 for a 23.
Oh my goodness.
He can do something.
Hey, listen, everybody has a skill.
Yours is boats,
Let me
apparently.
just get to
Boats and
where
hubs.
I'm supposed to
Boats
be.
and hubs.
Rich kids get books.
So this actually does resemble a specific type of ship. The problem is it is old. Not a design that you would see anymore. And this is something that would have been built up in the Chorus Coast, which is the far northern, but also far western part of this continent. But ships of this design haven't been built since the loss of Nanya's Tower. So that would have been 700 years ago.
Oh, Earth is set still in the water.
They don't build ships like this in the Chorus Coast anymore.
Andy, this boat's old. As everyone around us can see that this is a very old boat. Boat's old.
Does it look like? Does it look its age?
Nope.
It is an old boat. I need to know if I realized Silren was there before he realized I was there.
Unfortunately, I think Silren's perception is just, yeah.
Mm.
There will be a slightly delayed disguise self. Just like a panicked, like different face.
I think he caught like the hair and was just like, oh shit. And then turned and it wasn't actually you. And I was like, that was fucking weird as shit. I am hallucinating.
Insight yourself.
Okay. That's an insight.
I'll make drama. Don't make me not make
18.
drama. Okay, roll deception against yourself.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
deceive yourself.
Deceive myself. Perfect. This is gonna be really fucking funny.
It
I rolled
already
a
is.
5. I have a -2.
Yeah.
3
You
total.
can try to lie to yourself, but you know. You can try to lie to yourself.
Saint Setzer preserve me. I'm going to just ignore that. And because she disguised herself, they were disguised themselves for a reason. I'm not gonna acknowledge that. That's weird.
Yep. You know
Instead,
you're lying to yourself.
yep, I don't care. I'm gonna turn to the boat and start trying to see if there's movement.
You hear Chad say, Andy, quit messing around. I'm trying to tell you, this boat is old.
Purposefully not looking at them.
It's a big old, like, how old is old?
Like 700 years. Like this boat has not been made for 700 years.
That's really old.
That's what
As
I'm
I-
saying.
As I finish drying off the people who were drowning, I hear this. I look up. I take in the sight of them. I think I saw them earlier. All right. Pardon me. You said this boat's 700 years old.
At least.
I look at the boat. I look back at him. Do I believe that he knows what he's talking about?
Insight.
Natural 20.
Do you believe what you're saying?
Chad does not feel confident much of ever. It is all a like false face bravado, but this is like, no, I remembered. Grandpop said something about this one particular area that built these boats, and they're massive, and they were so old. And I was like, why do I have to know about that? But it is, it's old.
Okay. On believing him, the slightly brighter blue eye will flash. I cast Detect Magic, and I will look at the boat.
I would also like to look at the
There,
boat, but with
when
my
the
knowledge
boat
of weapon masters.
crashed, I'm sorry.
Hold on. Yes. Payu first.
Yes. While he's looking at the magic part of it, having my sort of expertise in like carpenter's tools and stuff, you would typically expect any ship to have marks of having been at some point fairly recently repaired. Do I see where there might have
You
been
know what?
recent repairs?
This would actually be like a a tool proficiency check.
Yes.
So if you want to go ahead, just make that.
Using intelligence plus proficiency, or
Yes.
that's a 6.
Nothing sticks out to you. You can't see any evident repairs, but it's all almost a uniform color too. Hard to say. Nolan, all of the lanterns are magic. They don't need someone to relight them. The sails are enchanted. The wood itself has been magically reinforced.
What schools of magic am I catching off of the detect magic? Because it should tell me that too.
This is all enchantments.
Okay.
Someone has enchanted the lamps, they've enchanted the wood, they've enchanted the sails.
All right. Well, someone has put a considerable amount of effort, power, and time into this ship. It's riddled with magic.
I mean, no matter how magic a ship is, it's still gotta have a crew, right?
Not necessarily. No.
You can get a lot done with it.
Quite. You have a ship sail itself, make a ship fly.
Visibly rolling his eyes.
Garrick, you were going to say something a moment ago, too.
Yeah, he's looking over at the ship. Does it look damaged? Like, is there a big hole where it crashed? How's the ship look now that it's blown into the port?
Would you like to just give it a walk around, or do you want to actually get up and check out?
He's gonna walk over.
Okay. Make an investigation roll.
One of the things he's good at. 18.
The docks, the structures of the harbor themselves, those have been damaged. There is no damage to this ship.
That's not good.
Odd. Is there a rope ladder or kind of like rigging that hangs down?
There isn't, but if you were to travel some ways down the one side, where it just kind of scraped up against one of the docks, there is a space where normally a ladder or even a plank would be set off to disembark. You
Is it
can
easy
see
enough?
high up, there's also what looks like cranes where they would have loaded cargo into it at one time.
Okay. Yeah, Garrick will start making his way up there to try to get onto the ship.
We'll get there in a moment. Andy.
I am also going to go to the ship. I am going to try and climb up it.
I love it. What I'm going to ask for from both Garrick and Andy is just a simple athletics check with, if you have any special abilities to climb, go ahead and use them.
Nope. Oh, with his -2 strength, that's a 10.
All right.
You said athletics?
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a natural 20 for a 22.
It's going to take Garrick a bit, but you are climbing the side of a ship. Andy is going to be the first one to get on the deck.
When I'm on it, I would like to use spirit sense.
One moment.
You hear from down below, just, Andy, you left me down here with these strangers.
Come up on the boat.
I'll get dirty.
Oh, wonderful.
Sylvan is like pinching the bridge of his nose and being like, these rich kids just have no danger sense at all. Why would you do? Oh God.
So
For a
everybody's going to get to hear this really quick because you went ahead and let me know what you were doing before I started describing what you see, and now I get to make it even more fun.
Oh,
The lanterns are hanging. There's folded up additional sails that someone must have brought up here to begin a second rigging. There's ancient ballista, not cannons, ballista on the top deck. There's spider webs on everything. There's various carrion birds just perched around. There's no people that you see. But activating your spirit sense, the air's fog becomes so much more dense in a way that is blocking your ability to see anything on the ship now.
No. I'm just gonna shout down, yep, it's a very old boat. There's ghosts, maybe?
Immediately start climbing.
Same.
As Chad had said as he is shouting up, I look at oh, fucking Ponce. And I start also climbing up the side of the ship.
Garrick is going to reach up now and get over that edge.
There any kind of like rope rigging or anything?
There's a hatch up here, so essentially if you push back something, you can drop down a rope ladder behind you.
Garrick's going to do that to make going down a little easier.
Athletics checks from everyone else who's just climbing up.
I have a climbing speed.
Yep. So you can just go ahead and climb.
Is there any way for me to help Chad?
My first thought, I don't think I can say.
I get a 14.
A natural 20 for a 24.
You can just yell at Chad, "Hey, there's a ladder over there," because you see Garrick come over and then push the ladder over.
Yeah. There's a ladder now. You don't have to climb the boat.
What you see like before he goes over to the ladder is him just like jump like just like uppies like eh, eh. But that was a 4 minus 2 for a 2 on athletics.
Yeah. Just go use the ladder.
It still takes him a long time.
It does. You're gonna be the last person up.
I did every like third rung, just like fuck.
As everyone is now
It helped to just pull the ladder up rather than him climb the ladder.
that's the problem here is someone's just pulled him up his whole way.
Okay.
He's a Nepo baby.
Just pulled the ladder up for him.
Oh, yeah.
You will all eventually get on top of the ship on the deck as that fog is just getting thicker in the harbor. But the lights on the top deck from all those lanterns will give everyone a clear view of the carrion birds, the spider webs, a actual wheel which is broken. So the steerage for the ship was actually broke and cracked. At some point, it was damaged in a way so it could no longer turn.
I still have Detect Magic up. It lasts for 10 minutes while I'm up here, still scanning, especially as I heard maybe ghosts.
All of the wood on the deck, even the steerage, which is broken, is all enchanted and reinforced. The giant sail that's still folded up that that the crew was at some point going to hoist and raise. Enchanted. High above you is a crow's nest. There's actually some manner of enchantment, but also divination up there.
As I look up and catch that, I'll actually let out a low whistle, and Felix will fly down. He's not been on me, but he's been just kind of flying about, and I'll direct my raven to the crow's nest, and once he lands, I'll take a moment and I'll see through his eyes.
Absolutely. It's built exactly as you would imagine, essentially a ring with a handrail high up here. There's a place where at some point in time there would have been a mounting for a telescope or spyglass. no longer up here. There is a compass that has actually been bolted into the woodwork. And that, if I understand properly how this works, is where you're going to pick up the divination.
I see through his eyes and my enchantment stays.
So, that compass that is bolted to the woodwork inside the crow's nest with some sort of divination magic is coming off it.
Clock that, and I will call him down to me and take out a piece of parchment, one of my pens, and quickly write a very brief bulleted summary of what's happening here, tuck it into his talon, and send him to the battle mage's headquarters. As I am not yet initiated, I have met with and dealt with many of them so far, as in the following year I will join their ranks and basically try to summon them here, because something is very amiss.
I'm going to clarify something for Andy. The fog is...
Do I know how
You
many?
didn't detect fog.
Right. Do I know how many?
You cannot count.
Oh. Oh.
Definitely ghosts.
Sorry,
Do have a
just
question.
for clarification.
I just wanted to make
I-
sure.
Can I ask how you are certain? I can detect nothing here. I mean, plenty of magic, but I don't see any undeath.
So I was not an expected child and I died just a little bit. And now I can know when there's ghosts around sometimes.
Okay. DM, have I ever heard of anything like that before?
You go ahead and you can roll yourself history.
Well, while we're rolling about death, I'm going to use my Raven Queen dice.
It's a great idea.
When I get up there, I'm going to have words with you, Andy.
It's a dirty 20. Gesundheit.
Thank you. This is just, it's so strange to you. It falls outside the normal spectrum of what you would understand, because you can't detect it with detect magic, but if there is some presence here, it's something that would fall potentially outside the acceptable schools of magic.
Fascinating. All right. And I will snap my fingers and summon Felix back to me, make an addendum on the note about the undead. I'm taking this stranger at their word and send him back off.
Does it ping anything for me as a cleric?
Let me grab your character. Roll religion.
It is a 19.
Well, you can't sense the light of your saint here.
This is why you don't get on a ship without praying to the saint. And looks at Andy and is like, why is it always you when trouble happens and I'm on either the ship or the docks? Why is it just always you?
I had to be on it to know.
You couldn't just wait for someone to make sure that this wasn't like an enemy ship. You just had to like check it out yourself. What were you gonna do?
I I needed to know, and now I do.
Survival instincts of of a snail.
I mean, I've already died. It's fine.
Mayu, what are you up to?
Being that they're looking at things that I am not familiar with, kind of pull back into, um, again, part of the reason that druids call me Payu. I want to know if this fog is normal or not.
Please, let me know what you're doing exactly.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm just wondering if I could figure out if the fog is real or not.
Absolutely. Hold
Well,
on.
I know it's
Let
real, but you know what I mean.
let me just look at you real quick here, because I got all this wonderful stuff here. You know what? Just looking at what you can do. I think the best idea would be to just go ahead, and you could make, because I can't think of anything specific off your sheet that works. If you want to make an Arcana check of your own.
That's the one.
You know, it doesn't, the best you can tell is that if you really spent some time to try to study and try to understand it, maybe you could get some concept of what this fog is, but it doesn't move the way fog does. And that's the best you have.
Well, everybody do some dudettes. I think we have a problem.
This is what we're going to do really quick. Garrick, there is a set of stairs that go up to where the steerage is. In between them, there is a door. Very classic, potentially captain's cabin. Hard to say.
Yeah, while everyone is doing all these checks and looking at stuff, Garrick's just walking towards that door.
Okay, excellent. Are you just going to walk right in?
He's gonna walk right in, unless
Okay,
it's
cool.
locked, and then you'll pick the lock.
Okay, not locked. You're just going to walk right in?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Do a constitution saving throw.
Will do. 18.
Okay, cool. You will take 18 damage and you will age 8 years.
Cool. He's now 30.
And the air in here smells of rot.
He's going to looking around. Does it just look like it's a mess in here?
No, it's so dark you cannot see anything. Someone drew the curtains on the back, so you can't actually see out the back of the ship. The only light is coming from the door, but because of the fog outside, you cannot make out much more than a couple of feet in front of you. Even if you have dark vision, you can't see shit.
Okay. It's gonna look and see that it's really dark and that his dark vision that normally works isn't working. He steps back outside, closes the door, and goes, "Wouldn't go in there." He looks 8 years older all of a sudden. There's a few grays in his skullet.
Can
And he's
we
gonna go to,
not just
and he's gonna start going down the
Behave.
stairs.
I'm just. Has Chadwick reached the party yet? By the way,
Chadwick is up here. Chadwick is up.
As you see him start going down the stairs, he hums a quick little tune and does heal himself a little, provided that my healing works.
Absolutely.
Okay. He heals himself for
Ghost
10.
force.
And
No
as
one
you
helped
start
me get up here.
as Chadwick comes up and Garrick was allowed to just start walking down the stairs below deck, we're gonna take a break. I can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Nolan is silent.
What's that? I have 21 hit points. I'd be on the ground.
I have 22, sir.
Wow.
I got 33. I'm fine.
Spellcasters
Oh yeah,
are
it's only
squishy.
half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's roughly
Oh.
half. Yeah.
Open the door, got
Honestly,
bloodied.
I was very tempted to just push you down the stairs with Gust.
Tibby, if I give this back to you, do my friends have to shoot you?
No, I let him pat me down, didn't I? If I was gonna shoot you, I wouldn't have let him touch my tits. So can I have my gun back?
That's fair.
Thank you.
No one wants to touch your tits in here.
Well, he did, so f you.
Well, we have to make sure there's no weapons underneath them. There's a difference between touching tits and checking for weapons.
All right, jeez. Sensitive.
Sometimes someone has a knife under their tit and they stab you. He lifts up his shirt. And there's like a big scar.
And Tibby looks at that scar and is genuinely like, wait, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah. Someone has a knife under their tit and they stab you.
Shit, that's a...
Bring a tit knife.
Right, I guess some people are just more creative than I am.
I use this for all sorts of things. We're good.
Yeah, use that for whatever. I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to get any deliveries out here, but you know.
You say that, but you never know. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hear those Amazonians deliver pretty much anyway.
Yeah, and pilot droids that can cross the entire galaxy.
Is in like the nicest clothes possible, like more than he should be wearing. He wears like right now he's got the boots with the fur. He's got the nice leather pants. He's got like a beautiful green button-up shirt and like a gold vest. And he's just arrogant, nose to the sky, is like, ugh, poor.
I love that.
Oh,
Hey, that's a
man.
great place to come back in on. But hey, welcome back. We just had a commercial. I definitely went ahead and cut some of that crosstalk and just put it in before we jump back into the adventure because that's what I do.
Mhm.
We're gonna come back in onto the ship as poor Chadwick finally is up with the rest of you. And Garrick, are you just beelining it straight towards those stairs?
Like I said, he comes out the door and he goes, I wouldn't go in there. There smells like rot, can't see shit. And then walks towards the stairs. Looks 8 years older.
How far away from me is she?
Because of the size of the ship and where you were all grouped, 50 feet.
No.
It's a big ship.
Who is that
Fine.
guy?
Ouryn is just like, honestly, I know none of you. And turns around and follows Garrick to make sure he's not getting into trouble.
All right, cool.
Right. I just sent word to the battle mages. I'm sure they'll be here quickly. People on the ground, alive, bit banged up, but nobody's dead. You say this place is full of ghosts. Why don't we just get off the ship?
Wonderful idea. This man, someone buy him some brandy or something.
Do love brandy, but we contain, wait for the proper authorities to get here. Just an idea. Just an idea. Shouting to the
I
going.
mean, you
Yeah,
are
dude,
you're
I
free to leave the ship, but I'm gonna make sure that there's no one on here that got hurt. And also seeing that, I think I see you, Payu, and I'm going to see. Are you visibly hurt? Like very visibly hurt?
I probably took a good amount of scuffle with
Right.
that, with when I hit the deck, and then was
Well,
probably sort of going easy on one of my shoulders as I was rushing, trying to help people.
I'm gonna give you a cure wounds, and that is 18 healing. Wait, no,
Woo!
16 healing for you
Woo! We do.
as I pass by.
Perception check from Garrick.
Oh well.
Ten.
Okay, cool. Do you want to just proceed down the stairs?
Can I see?
Yeah, mostly.
Okay, if he can see, he's gonna go down the stairs.
Can
He
I
couldn't-
reach him before he does that?
If he couldn't see, he was gonna light a torch.
He's
That's
50
all.
feet away unless you got a way to do it.
Do you... You're catching up to him. What are both your speeds?
30.
Also 30.
Okay. He started down before you started moving that way, and
Ah.
unfortunately that means he's going to start to go. I'm going to need a dexterity save right now from Garrick.
Mhm.
22.
Okay, cool. You're not going to take any damage as the stairs immediately take an incline and you slide down to the below deck.
You just hear whoa, whoa, as he's kind of like
Ah.
surfing down this like now
Gonna start long jumping
slide
back.
staircase.
Starts picking up speed.
Nolan, were you going to try to leave the ship?
Nolan was thinking about containment on the possibility of not nice things being here. There's innocents down on the ground, and there's no real benefit to diving in. And then Silren mentions potentially injured people and goes, fuck by ink, and just follows.
I'll just bring in my step.
By the time you get the stairs, it's just a slide.
Oh, lovely. Well, and jumps down.
Are any of y'all lightweight at all?
No.
I mean, don't
I
figure it,
have
but
been
think
on a
about it.
diet.
Is it
Yeah, you should probably
a
tie
rich
yourself to a
person's
mast or
diet
something.
or a poor person's diet?
Oh. Do you even have to ask?
You know,
If
you
you're
should
not on
probably
a
tie
diet.
yourself. Yeah, tie yourself to the mast so like the wind doesn't blow you away. We'll come back and get you. And he follows after Nolan.
Row him off the ship. Just
I grab Andy's hand. Okay.
And I can
They're a mask.
and I can add my dexterity score to my long jump distance, and I'm going to use that and add an extra 16 feet to it.
Essentially, you want to bypass the slide.
Yeah, exactly.
Just land next to Garrick, who's in a heap at the bottom of the slide.
Does he look injured at all?
Fortunately, only injured from the previous thing he did.
I'm just gonna pull him up by using my tail. Just go.
I mean, yeah, okay. He's on his feet now.
This deck normally would contain so many ballista and actual side ports to open up to fire out. It is empty. There's nothing but support beams, a deck below you, far ahead a door, and then off some ways another set of stairs that go down.
Is this area like filled with the spider webs and all that kind of stuff like the top deck was? Okay.
Spider webs. There's a light fog on the floor, but there is nothing in here.
Is there evidence that there was stuff in here that got cleared out? Or is it just...
You can see where it should have been.
Okay. Yeah, dude, I really don't think anybody's here.
Cool. More stuff for us. He's gonna start walking down the hallway.
I mean, there's 12 decks.
Do I try to tackle him or do I just let him go?
I'm gonna grab him by the back of the collar and be like, "Hey, newbie, slow down." Did they not
Why do you want me to
bu-
slow down? Why don't you just
Did they
keep
not
up?
teach you a buddy system where you came from, or you just like charge headlong into whatever the fucking cave system
No,
you
I've been on
find?
my own pretty much for the last 4 years.
Okay, well, you're not right now, so just relax.
Take a step back.
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if there's anything moving weirdly in here.
Sure.
May I join that perception check?
Is everyone going down below deck?
Andy, if we must.
I join
Fine.
that perception check.
You can.
19.
19. Awesome. Nolan, have you gone down?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I join that perception check.
Yes, you can.
Spider dice, please don't fail me. I mean, it kind of failed me. 12?
Okay. Silren, you're looking around. You actually see a tripwire at. It's very hard to see, but it's at neck level for most creatures.
Oh.
And then you
Ooh,
hear
it's-
something move, and
Uh-oh.
the hatch that you all came through on those stairs closes.
Yes.
Great. That's great.
I'm going to just, as it happens, my hands have lit up a little bit, and as the hatch closes and we see just the empty deck in front of us, I'm just going to turn and look at Silren. Injured people, huh?
All right, sure, fine.
Silren, you don't have to make a deck save because you saw the tripwire.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to just duck, you can. Everyone else.
I also have done a perception.
Yep, sure.
May I grab whoever's closest to me, who is also at my insignificant height of 5'11"?
I'm 3'3".
Couldn't be
You're
me.
fine.
I mean, you already had me by the collar, apparently, so.
Yeah, so you can just pull Garrick down.
I'm gonna pull Garrick and I'm gonna pull Nolan, I think, because you're the closest people to me. I'm gonna yank you down.
All right. In that case, Andy and Chad, make a deck save.
I rolled a 22 on my perception.
Okay. Chad?
That's a 16.
Okay. You'll take 11 damage as that tripwire hits you in the neck and knocks you down. There's just like this line across you.
Eddie! Get out of here!
Ouryn and Andy, you can actually start to see what looks like forms that move through the shadows and then go down below through the floor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's my bad. And we probably should have left. But what were the fucking odds?
First, I'm not going to fault you because fabulous intentions. Care for injured people, wonderful. Two, odds were fairly fucking good when that one said, hey, it's full of ghosts.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I can't argue with that. Yep. Yeah,
But
my bad.
we're here. It's all right. Like I said, you had great intentions. And there still might be some injured people. Most likely skeletons at this point, but...
Or that guy. He points to Chadwick on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cast gift.
What's that do?
It's 19 HP to Chad.
Ooh. Gift, you say?
We have pumped out significant healing, and we haven't gotten into combat yet.
Must we stay on this boat?
Well, you can try to leave if you like. Points up the ramp.
With that, can I jump up to where the hatch is and see if I can open it?
Absolutely. I'm not even going to make you roll to jump up because I know your character sheet and you've already explained what you can do. Here's the thing, though. I'm going to need you to make an athletics check with a DC of 28.
Oh, that's an 8. All of my dice are failing me.
This thing just... It will not budge. It will not move.
I get the feeling I could break it.
You can certainly try. As all the wood has magically been reinforced.
I need to click this real quick.
I'm gonna go over and while Payu is doing this, I'm gonna go over and nudge Chadwick with my boot and be like, hey, rich kid, you said you knew this boat?
He scoffs at you, trying to kick him. Get that nasty thing away from me. And he stands up and he casts prestidigitation on himself to clean himself off. Yeah, no, I don't know the boat. I know that it's old and where it comes from.
Right. Do you know enough about it to figure out what other way we could get out of this?
Not in the slightest.
Okay, absolutely useless then. I don't know
Thank
why
you.
I even asked.
Payu, in your attempt to break it, what have you done?
Deep contemplation.
Of damage. But if it flings something, maybe it can fling the hatch open. Do we want to try to go back up, or are we going to keep doing stuff down here?
Chadwick is going around to like every nook and cranny and is casting prestidigitation as much as he can to try to clean up all the spider webs and dirt.
As soon as you do, the spider webs actually reform.
Mm.
Ugh.
When
Andy.
when Garrick sees the spider webs reform, he's going to cast prestidigitation to dirty Chadwick where he cleaned earlier.
I was gonna do the same thing. I clock Garrick doing that, and I'm gonna walk up to Chadwick. Oh, lad, you missed a you just missed a spot, and I'm going to. He'll recognize prestidigitation happening, and I'll clean a spot on his forehead. I'm just gonna draw a dick on his forehead.
Being in a fraternity in magic college, he feels the dick being drawn on his face. Just again,
This familiar feeling.
familiar cleans himself. Ugh.
I know the feeling of a dick on my face.
As
Too
anyone in a
familiar.
fraternity would.
Yeah.
Uh,
Too familiar.
I'm just going to ask a couple quick questions before we push forward. Payu, have you decided what you're doing with the hat?
I'm trying to figure out if we want to just try to get back out, or if people actually want to go deeper.
I mean, Garrick keeps
I don't
looking
have
at
a lot
that
of spell slots.
hallway.
You could take the door, or you could take the stairs that are far off and go further down in. Which would you like to do? Explore this deck, or go down further?
I mean, is there any what else? What? So you said there's a bunch of doors. Is there doors like on the inner wall kind of thing?
No, there's hatches where the ballistas used to fire out of.
Okay. Can I open one of those hatches?
Roll an athletics check.
Probably not. One.
Someone has nailed them shut, and you actually pull a muscle.
Oof.
Uh,
DM, what's the tripwire made of that Chad clocked his throat on?
Some sort of fine wire. It's a fine
Does it
metal wire.
seem like metallic wire?
Yeah.
Actual metallic wire. All right. I will line up with it, and I will cast a firebolt at its height all the way down the length of the ship.
Just in
Interesting.
case there's more of it.
And I will let Silren know that I'm doing it and ask him to watch. Because since it's metallic, I don't believe I will be able to cut through them. Possibly, depending on what it is, they may melt. But I'm hoping the light will catch any metallic wire and cast some type of flicker that Silren will be able to see.
I love that. Soren, would you like to make a perception check?
I would love to.
With advantage.
With advantage, okay.
You're being
I rolled
helped.
the exact same number twice, but it was a 16, so that is a, hold on, 23.
Right. This fire moves through the room, and then there's another wire about 30 feet away, and another wire close to where that door is. And then there's actually just all these things that light up that are actually built into the wall itself.
Okay, so we've walked into a death trap.
Well, just have to duck. Talking to you, boy.
As Nolan turns to say that to Chadwick, Sylvan also turns and sees Andy and notices that they're a little bit more scuffed up than they were like half a second ago. And he's gonna be like, what the hell did you do in like the second that I wasn't look? And he's gonna give them a cure wounds.
So realistically
So
speaking,
14.
if oh, awesome, 14's wonderful. If you go to that door, there are multiple wires there,
Mm-hmm.
which
Well, we have
leaves
a
the only
road.
reasonable choice is either to disarm all those traps or to go down the stairs. What sounds better?
Andy, if we must go, let's go.
Oh,
Would there be
I
wire
have a
cutters in a set of carpenter's tools?
Reasonably speaking.
Maybe just
I
checking
also have
in.
I have a quick question before we try to Skyrim our way out of this. Do I remember from the outside if there were any hatches or windows open while we were climbing up the side?
Roll a retroactive perception check. For what you might have seen before.
At 24.
The only open hatch would have been far down and way to the back near where several decks below where the captain's quarters would have been.
Right. Well, my vote's for the stairs because I know that there's an open way out there.
counterpoint. Why would they go through so much trouble to keep somebody out of something if there wasn't something interesting in there?
I mean, are they keeping us out or are they keeping something in?
Why would you put traps on the outside to keep something in?
You don't know there's no traps in there. I don't know, maybe they double trapped it.
Seems excessive.
It
You know
does
what's
seem like were
excessive?
we outside the hatch, we could open the hatch. But because we're underneath the hatch, we're stuck. So technically, could be trying to keep something in. Don't know
You
if
know
it's
what's
us or not, or if
excessive?
it's something else.
Decapitation machine. Double decapitation machine. That's
Triple.
excessive.
It is a bit excessive, yes.
So how about we do what the smart rich boy said and we try to get out of here and wait for the authorities?
You propose we do that?
May I try to disarm trap?
Absolutely you can.
May I assist?
Absolutely you can.
Can I
May
also
I go
assist?
down the stairs?
Absolutely you can.
No, I'm gonna hold on to him.
Ooh, 22.
Absolutely. You've disarmed one of 8 traps.
Can I cast dissolution to try to disarm more?
One moment.
Silver just staring in disbelief at Payu after like just saying we should move on, and Payu just went snip.
What does this button do?
Back 4 here. Somebody's gonna forget.
Where is this on your sheet?
Okay. So fun fact is I realized that I had sword spells for cantrips after I sent you my sheet and then forgot to send you an updated one.
Got it. Seagulls are going to attack you later.
Perfect. Hella fair.
What does your spell do?
You touch a creature or non-magical object and break the target substance down into its most fundamental components.
How many times can you do this?
It's a cantrip.
Okay, awesome. You're just one trap is disarmed, and then Andy just comes in and just like magic touches all the rest.
Helps them.
I had to do one rogue thing.
Sylvan looks at Nolan and is like, listen, I was in favor of us just leaving, but I think if we leave them here, they're going to get themselves killed.
I think you're right. And honestly, I'm not sure we can get out. I don't know the little one. They were able to get up there quite easily. I don't think us or the rest of them could. And don't know if we can get that hatch open either.
Well, there was a hatch below that I saw that was already open that we could get to, probably.
The only way out is through.
You may not think that I am smart, but Mr. Noland did send for help. There are people coming, and especially the war mages. School that I could not get into, but that is beyond the point. They will come and rescue us. That is not for up to debate. We are going to continue to try to find our own way out while they try to rescue us. If we run into them, fantastic. If not, so it be. But we must continue. We cannot stand here and stare at cobwebs. So, are we going down the hallway where we've disarmed all the traps to find some sort of mysterious treasure or death? Or are we going down the stairs to find mysterious treasure and or death?
Well, it would be a certain waste of time if we didn't just check and see what was in this trapped room anyway.
Fair points all around. You don't open the door. I'm sorry. Your name was
Hands on the knob.
Your name was Payu. Yes, I'm sorry we haven't been introduced. I'm Nolan.
Hi.
Is the door unlocked?
Is the door unlocked?
No.
GM.
Stop.
Door is locked.
The door is locked. May I attempt to pick it?
Yes.
Would anyone like to give me the help action?
I could also assist with that, yes.
Ooh.
Garrick also has the
23.
tools and proficiency.
This actually has a full 16 tumbler set in it. It's a very complicated lock. But you 100% do manage to get open. For some reason, they had a very complicated lock on this.
Right. Excellent. Unlocked. Fantastic work. Back up. Everybody just back up.
Is it trapped?
You opened a door and it did some pretty terrible fucking things to you. So let's just back up for a moment.
Is it trapped in any other way?
Sylvan
That
is
we've
already like
gotten
way
rid of?
back.
I checked
Hiding
for other
behind
traps.
Andy for sure.
You can 100% do another investigation roll really quick.
13?
You have no idea.
Okay.
What?
I am going to take a step back and use Maurora's gust to open the door.
All right, that's not what I was going to attempt to do, but sure. I was going to have us take 30 paces.
I was thinking like
Mage
in
hand to open
slow
the door.
motion.
I'm stepping to the side, out of the way of the door, just in case.
The door
Not-
that
It can
Garrick was
gently
standing
open a
beside
door.
is now open.
It's part of the spell.
Oh, God.
In slow motion, whether it required it or not, Chad is gonna go no magic as he's like trying to get away.
Okay, so who's within 50 feet of the door?
Mm-mm.
All
Most
of
of
them?
us.
Nope. I'm backed up.
Getting
No.
as far away as possible? Okay.
There's no
cool.
way I made
I
it
was
that
only
far.
about 15 or 20
Okay.
away.
So everybody make a Constitution save.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
That's-
18.
That's pretty good, 21.
Goodbye, Nolan.
Is that 4? Is that a
That's
grand
a
4
6 for Nolan.
19.
I have a question.
Yes.
With my patron's blessing, I can take damage that I took in a round and add it as a modifier to a
Yep.
roll. Can I do that here?
Yep.
Perfect. That's a 27.
Excellent.
Oh, wait. Plus con, 29.
Okay, who got below 15? Because I have to ask because there's a bunch of talk.
Higher.
All right, cool.
I'll miss you all.
Nolan, you're going to take 12 damage. As this big wave of hot, tepid air moves out.
Would shield help at all?
That's AC boost.
Okay. Just didn't know if, since it's
Yeah.
all... Nope. Right. Fuck. Just kind of sputtering for a moment. Okay. Well, bad fucking plan. And he's gonna sit down.
Derek's going to peek his head from where he was standing in front of the door and look in the room.
There's literally just a chair. And on that old wooden chair, just like perched, is the skeleton of a sailor. It's just his mouth agape.
Uh-huh.
Creepy at all.
I would like
Uh-huh.
to investigate the room.
No. I'm grabbing nope.
Well, while she's
Andy,
grabbing Chadwick, I'd like to investigate the room.
May
Full
I grapple
investigation.
So while he's
May
grabbing,
I
sorry.
attempt to grapple the Garrick?
You know what? Contested athletics. That's what we're gonna do.
Can I try to slip away with acrobatics?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
For Pete's
Contested
sake.
athletics is gonna be
Can
so fun.
I assist Payu by trying to trip Garrick?
No, you're
You're
like
already
50
dealing with Chad.
and you're
No.
so far away too.
No, Silrin
I'm
threw me into the.
Yeah, because you
No,
were
I
at the other
said-
end of the room.
Yeah, I said, Andy, can you deal with your twin? And then I'm gonna throw my spear to like non-lethally trip Garrick and help Payu.
Make an attack roll.
I've got Chad on one of those like leashes for kids at the mall.
I rolled a natural 1 -2.
Hey Garrick, does a dirty 20 hit?
At this point, I will let it hit.
Cool.
As everyone stops anyone from going into the room.
Uh-huh.
I just watch. I've popped a squat on the ground, just kind of holding my head for a second. Because ow, and I'm just watching.
Nope. We're not doing this. We are leaving. That is a full skeleton.
He's already dead. What's the problem?
The problem is he's already dead, so there's no helping him. Let's go.
Andy, but what if there's stuff in there?
No.
Gosh, are all elves this boring?
While everybody is
Yeah, you know
bickering
what? Elves
and
live longer
grappling
than orcs.
I'm
and
gonna
we're holding someone, Nolan is gonna go in for a copper, in for a gold, and gets up and walks through the door.
All right.
well, I'm gonna can I thorn whip Garrick without hurting Nolan without hurting him?
You've got your brother on a leash.
No.
I
Fine.
cast prestidigitation on Nolan as he walks by.
Blow my hair in the wind.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, at least look good.
All right. Nolan, this room is entirely empty except for a handful of bags up aside the walls that you couldn't see from the door.
Mm-hmm.
They're very large. They're canvas. They're, I don't know, like 3 feet tall. They're very wide. And then there's the skeleton in a chair. Feel free to investigate.
Investigation. That's not lovely. That is an 11 on investigation.
Awesome. Just look around for a little while. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Curiosity strikes you, and you open up a bag as a skull is just revealed.
Oh, I use Mage Hand to open the bags.
Yeah.
I will walk up and closely investigate the skeleton in the chair and have my Mage Hand open all the bags in the room.
Just a whole bunch of skeletons. Takes a second before they start to rattle to stand.
Oh,
Okay. Yep.
of course.
Someone
Fabulous.
has inscribed on the teeth for the skeleton in the chair runes for a magic trap.
You hear Silverin from outside the room. Back up! God damn you!
The room.
Nolan, watching all of it happen, a smile comes across his face. He goes, fascinating. And he's just gonna pat the skull of the one in the chair, stand up straight, and ignite his hands.
Fucking mages.
Awesome. Well, I've been waiting to say these words all night. Roll initiative.
All of us? Or just the dummies?
Whoever is fighting.
Just the dumb.
Nolan's pretty smart. Zach doesn't ignore an adventure hook.
Oh, that's a 21. Both dice is really nice tonight.
I got a 12.
Is that a 2 from you, Chad?
Chad rolled a 2. Well, he
Eric,
rolled a 1 plus
Eric
1.
has a lab-grown 20.
Silverin 17.
21
1.
for the stormy one.
What'd you
Did
get,
you say
Andy?
1?
I said a 21.
Hold on. Andy, did you say 1?
21.
21. Okay.
I rolled a nat 20. And now I'm scared.
Do you want to go
Just a
first or do
couple
I
of
go
skeletons.
Because we rolled the same initiative.
Isn't
All right.
it higher?
Actually, I was going to ask
Typically
who
it's
has a
higher
higher
dex,
dex.
but
What's
that'd be-
your dex, Andy?
13.
What is your dex, Payu?
What?
I didn't hear you.
16.
Okay, awesome. So, Payu,
Rogue.
if you wish to engage in this fight, please feel free. Otherwise, let me know what you're doing.
Back down to the thingy. Use my speed to get over to Nolan. Then try to use my bonus action to grab him and pull him with me. And go backwards toward the door.
Nolan, are you going to fight this or?
Is
I'm
the
just trying to
skeleton
pull you
in the
away.
chair also coming to life?
It is still.
How big is this room?
This room is about a 10 by 12.
Okay, so this is a very small room. So I wouldn't even use all my movement to get over.
Nolan is smart. He is not scared. He is fascinated. But he also knows not to close himself in a small quarters with multiple enemies. So he allows himself to be moved.
I attempt to exit the room with the wizard.
Payu drags Nolan out of the room. Andy.
I'm gonna reach for the scabbard at my side, and instead of what you would expect to come out of it, I pull a gun.
Oh. Fuck yeah.
It's an ox. It's so long. Like the barrel is stupid long. Like it's a dumb gun.
The most beautiful Augs you've ever seen.
It's gorgeous. I'll have to put a picture in Discord. But and I'm gonna, I don't know, shoot at one of the skeletons.
Absolutely.
That's a 16.
That hits.
Yay. Where the fuck is my D12? It's 14.
All right. Andy will completely destroy a skeleton, like the bone shatters.
I love this gun.
Garrick,
Do we see skeletons? Like, what are we looking at?
they are slowly moving now towards the door.
From outside or inside?
From inside the room. They're moving inside the room towards the door that enters the room.
Okay. So if I stand in the doorway and look left and right, how many do I see?
There's 8 on either side.
Okay.
Well, actually 8 and 7.
Okay.
Because we're down to skeleton.
In the center of the room in the doorway, he's gonna look to the side with 8. And you said this room's 10 by 12 or 12 by 12?
Yep. 10 by 12.
It's gonna take a few, like he's gonna take 5 feet back, and he's gonna at the very back wall in a 10-foot radius, so basically enveloping pretty much that whole half of the room. He's going to cast Shatter.
Oof.
That'll be Constitution saving throws for the skeletons on that side of the room.
Okay, we're gonna do it as one roll for everyone, which was a terrible fucking idea.
Oh,
I rolled a 3.
That will not beat my DC of 14. And that is 15 points of thunder damage.
All right. You destroy 8 skeletons.
And then he's going to step back into the bottleneck of the doorway and end his turn.
Excellent. This will bring us to actually Silren.
So how many skeletons did Garrett get rid of?
8. There are 7 left.
Cool. I'm gonna take my full movement back towards the hatch that we came from. I'm gonna
Just
how
right
how
into-
far away do I get from our entry point?
So you are going all the way back towards the hatch,
Yeah.
away from the room.
Yep.
Are you
They
going to
went in
attempt
that
to
room.
go up the ramp?
I'm letting them. Yes.
Okay. You're going to be about 80 feet.
80 feet. 80 feet. Not quite there yet. Can I use my? No, I can't do that.
If you want to ask me if you can get further back, you cannot.
I was gonna say, can I use my action to get further back? No, probably
No,
not.
you cannot.
Okay.
You're
That's
going to
fine.
hit the inability to move further in this space.
Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move my way back to the hatch.
Okay. That's all you're going to do?
Yep. They opened the box of horrors there. I'm gonna let them deal with that while I actually try to find us a way out of here.
Okay. Nolan, it is. You may not
Okay.
fast travel when enemies are nearby.
God damn it.
And how far back did you pull me from the room?
45 feet of movement. So it would have only cost me about 5 or 10 to get to you. So I probably get you out of there using my full movement. Probably move you back 15 feet, 15, 20 feet from where when it started.
I will step back, nod by you. Thank you much. Step up to the door and clap my hands. And just in the entire doorway, 15-foot cube, so most of the room, cast Thunderwave.
What's your spell save on that?
13.
Not a chance in hell for me.
Right, that will be fabulous. That is 9 thunder damage.
We got 7 still up. Well, they're not looking good.
With that, I will step back from the door.
All right. 7 shambling skeletons that are full of cracks and like parts of them are just falling off are going to go out. At this point in time, the closest people are Garrick and Bayou and Nolan.
Yeah, Garrick was blocking the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we were further back from the door.
I also would have been in the door.
I want a number from Garrick and Andy. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
Just pick. Okay.
Pick
All
3.
right.
Eric, pick 2.
You pick 3? Ah! As I throw the die because they're
forever.
slippery. I rolled a 3. I was going to show you, but I accidentally threw the die because they're triangular, and when you hold them too tight, they just fly.
Yeah.
All right. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Does a 16 hit you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Does a 15 hit you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Does an 18 hit you?
Uh-huh.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, and I criticaled on 1.
Perfect.
You're gonna die.
Bye.
You'll take 68 damage as these skeletons claw at your body.
That is an auto kill.
Dead.
That much, yeah, that much damage. That's an auto kill.
Super dead.
DM, if I can, not that you have to let me, but would you let me jump and try to get in front of Andy before they hit her?
You know what I'm going to ask you for, and because I respect this choice, let me look at your character really quick.
Nothing about Chadwick says he could do this, but it's what he would try to do.
I'm actually going to ask you, and I'm going to give you an option. You can do a dex save or a charisma save.
I'll take the charisma.
This is a force of will, so it's either are you doing it with your full heart, or are you just trying to be the best you can?
Oh, it's all the love in the world as a brother that is like, no, Andy, and I jump, and that is a natural 20 plus 5. 25.
Chad is going to take the hit for you, Andy.
Said 68.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
Even at max health, it would have not had
It's
me
more
up.
than it's double. It's more if the residual damage after you go down is double your max, you're just dead.
So Chad runs unathletically, stumbling over his super expensive fur-lined boots, and slides and sort of jumps and screams out your name, and they just like claw at him and tear him into pieces. There are no death saves. He is dead.
How many hit points do you have? What is your max?
30.
DMU dealt how much damage?
68.
68. It's over double.
Holy shit.
Is it all one instance?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're attacking as sort of like a swarmers thing. I would
So
They are
say.
acting as a swarm.
Yeah.
Swarm of Skelebros.
Right, I was muted. I was gonna say, isn't it the residual damage that has to be over double, or is it
No.
total that has to be?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
That's a good
the
point.
threshold for the insta kill was 60 with 30 hit points.
okay.
Chad
And
will
I
be rent
was not
asunder.
full health. I was not even full health. So it
Yeah,
wouldn't matter.
that part doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Chad will be rent asunder by the skeletons. Payu, it's your turn. Well, actually, no. No, I was going to say it was Chad, it's your turn, but it's not. Payu, it's your turn.
Seeing this person who, as much of them that they were, watching them get pulled apart, Pi pulls into his very core, where he is from. He calls on the Tagon, on the sands, and is going to forcefully get to essentially where he won't hit anybody else. So, like, kind of try to wedge his way in. And he is going to scream as loud as he possibly can, push his fist into the ground or the ship, and cast Earthen Uppercut inside this room.
That's just a cool fucking name.
What it does, it is an action cast. It creates a 30-foot long, 10 feet wide, 10-foot high wall of fist that punches through the room. And everything in that room will have to make a dexterity saving throw. And as per the Windrunner subclass, all of my damage becomes thunder damage, regardless of what type of damage is in the spell.
What does it look like as they explode?
You see this torrential wave of fine sand heated through and then exploding into its pieces and just pulls every cell apart from those that are next to it and just sands this room.
There are extremely weathered, brittle, broken, shattering bones that collapse.
And also with it being thunder, it should probably be heard from at least 600 feet away.
Everybody gets to hear this happen as your scream itself thunders. In this moment in time, with Chad having fallen, the only route of escape that is open to you is still going down. But I would ask everyone in this moment what you are doing as the remainder of the skeletons are destroyed.
I would like to ask you, GM, if this would in any way be possible. From playing off of what Payu did and the feeling of the thunder and the lightning and knowing what Silrin's domain is, and even though he can't reach his saint, not his patron, can he still take like energy from that, as he would like to channel divinity and cast shatter on the hatch that closed behind them? So it has to take full thunder because he is Tempest Domain.
Roll religion.
+6, so 21.
In this moment in time, you can feel something move in your hand as a small bit of black ivy twists around, and then a small black rose blooms in your palm. And you may. And I will not ask you to roll anything. As through this channel divinity, you will blast not only the hatch open, but a very large portion of the upper deck.
I think for flavor, when he reaches out, he sees the ivy and like tries to like make a connection with like the upper deck with the ivy so he can pull himself up and shout back at the rest of the party, "Get the fuck over here." Reaches down to help them up.
Between you now back up on the deck and Payu, who has great movement, you should be able to get
And an
everyone up.
insane jump.
Not leaving Chad's body.
I was say Garrick's gonna like nudge the body and check to see if he's dead, or if he's being able to be helped dead, because we didn't like.
Yeah, we don't know that's how the mechanic works.
Yeah, exactly.
You can make a medicine check.
19.
He is gone.
Yeah, so Garrick kind of like nudges Chad with his foot and goes, "Oh shit, I think he's dead."
Yeah. How much of him is left?
Um, Most?
You can't make out his face. You can't make out his neck. You can't make out his chest. His upper arms and shoulders. You cannot recognize any of it.
Ring.
It would still be there.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Two things.
Yes, Nolan.
One, on my way to the docks, did I read the scrolled note and actually take in the information that I was given?
Yes, you did.
How much information do I have?
To seek Mother Kriya and the dim skin.
Have I heard of what Mother Kriya can do?
Roll history.
May I also roll history?
Yes.
It's a 13.
Hold on. 22, 18 plus 4.
Silring, you already know who can help. Nolan, you are aware of what is considered dark magic that occurs in Dimskin Hall,
I
associated with Mother Kriya.
Summon an unseen servant and have them carry Chad's body.
I won't let you. I'll carry it.
We'll place a hand on Andy's shoulder. Don't worry. I think there's somewhere we can go.
Do I know what Nolan is referring to when he says that?
You actually are very perceptive. You are very insightful. Yes. There's only one place to go.
She doesn't work for free. Whatever she asks isn't. It might not be worth it.
I'm well aware.
I look at Andy.
Worth it.
Ah, shit.
Will our remaining surviving party members leave the ship?
Garrick doesn't want to, but at the same time, don't want to go in two different directions. That's just mean to the GM. So he will.
If you want to stay on that ship, you're welcome to it.
I'm going to say
We're
this
not
right
going to
now.
stop you.
If you stay on the ship, the ending is going to be much different for you. That's as much as I'm going to say for anyone who remains. Otherwise, I believe 3 people here are currently headed, well, 4 people, just one has passed, to Dimskin Hall.
Yeah. When we get to the edge of the ship, Garrick is going to say, just hold on tight to him and jump.
Do exactly that.
Yeah, and the Garrick will jump at the same time and cast Feather Fall on the so that they can float down.
Thank you.
I look at Nolan. I mean, I'm sure it's what they want, but I don't know if this is such a good idea. Not that I'm saying anything bad about Mother Kriya, because I'm not.
It's all right. I've heard. I set off the trap. I'll pay the price. I was actually on my way to see her anyway.
Will you all go together?
So,
And before I leave the ship, I'm going to try to put some things in the way of getting down. Put things on top of the hatch.
I'm gonna help Ayu a little and use any remaining connection to Saint Setzer to reinforce this this blockage.
So Garrick doesn't actually know where they're going, but he's just going back to the only bar he knows right now, and it happens to be the same one.
Question.
Yeah.
Do y'all tell me where to go, or are you leading me?
We're coming with.
Yeah, I would say leading.
Did you tell me where I'm going though?
Oh, I didn't.
No, I would lead because I was headed there anyway.
Yeah, Garrick when he hits the floor with Featherfall, he's just gonna start walking there without knowing that's where everyone else is going. So
I think what Andy is specifically asking is if anyone says that that is exactly where they're
Yeah,
headed, because
I
that might
don't think-
change things for them.
No,
I don't think
when I would
so.
hear, I would go, come with me. I know a place where we could potentially bring him back. And I would head towards Dimskin Hall.
As I'm following, I would also like to look out for Corin to see if he brought back the Dockmaster.
You do see Corin. You see the Dockmaster. You actually see a whole bunch of Remike coming along behind to deal with this catastrophe. Corin splits away to come over.
You may need a cleric or two.
I've heard people. Lots of bad stuff in the ship.
Undead, lots of them.
Corin looks at the body being carried. You go into Mother.
Yeah.
That
Get a slap on your shoulder. Nod. He runs off to inform the Dockmaster. And everyone here is going to get to see a very different Dimskin Hall when you enter. There are two places here. The one for drink and the one for magic. As the door opens, there is accordion music being played by someone somewhere. There's nobody in here. The bottles are arranged and perfect and full. The building itself almost creaks back and forth with the wind. Mother Kriya is behind the bar, leaned over before she lifts up and sets down several mugs with either hand. Right. You come.
do I get the sense that this is who they're taking me to?
Insight.
$24.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna run ahead and cast Chorus of the Lost behind me at everybody else.
what's that do?
Everybody
Oh,
makes
nice.
a
Not good
with
things at all. Okay. I'm fine.
Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural 20 for 27.
Okay.
There with a 10.
10.
I was just following. I wasn't trying to be mean. I didn't know.
Garrick was probably got there first because he didn't wait for anything. But either way,
What was Nolan's save?
Big old 8.
Okay, perfect. You're all afraid of me, and you have to run.
Except for me.
Nope, even on a failed save. I mean, even on a
Shit.
successful.
This is one of my go-tos sometimes with certain characters. Doesn't always work out well.
Do we have to run or we can't approach?
You can't approach. I don't want you coming to her. I don't want you doing this.
Here's a question, mostly for the GM. Am I more afraid of what has, like, this casting, or am I more afraid of Mother Kriya?
Oh, don't forget to roll your psychic damage.
Oh, yeah.
Give me one moment. I usually only use this on enemies.
Yeah, so should you fail, you take psychic damage and are frightened. If you succeed, you take half damage and are still frightened.
But also,
I
the
still fail on my
spell,
part.
we get to re-save every 6 seconds.
Yes, but that's enough time for Andy to get in there.
Oh, yeah.
I still float around.
And Andy, are you attempting to reach Mother Kriya first?
Yes.
How much damage, by the way, Andy? Just
8.
Oh, 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 shit.
Is Nolan unconscious?
Incredibly close.
Okay.
As you let out that wail, Nolan drops to his knees and is bleeding from his eyes, nose, and ears.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Everyone sees a door slam shut behind Andy. As Andy enters the space for Mother Kriya's special inn, the special hall. You were all locked out. And Andy, Mother Kriya, this old sea elf, so old, weathered, cracked. When she smiles, you can actually see how her lips are so dried out from salt air. Just crack. So,
They said you
this
can
is a
fix
big
it.
one. But I can fix it. If you'd like, I can fix it.
Whatever it costs.
She reaches down, she grabs this giant leather-bound book, sets it down. With one hand, just flops it open, hundreds of pages in. There's already a black ribbon stretched down. She picks up a pen that has no ink or anything with it and just puts it down. Spins it.
I'll sign.
If you put your name in, then you get 3 favors. This'll use 2. Use last one, you're mine.
Okay.
Picks up the pen. Hand, please. Then just closes your hand around the quill. You scroll.
I will sign my name, Cassandra Silverleaf.
You see lines of light come from the book and wrap around your arms, around your neck. You can feel whatever this is pierce through into you, taking hold. And your name immediately sets, as if it's slightly bled out on the page. You can call on me one more time, but if you do, you're mine, unless you have something better to bargain.
Don't.
Gets a little pop on your head with that kiss. If you weren't so sweet, it would have been 3.
Thank you.
As you can hear your brother breathe. And the door opens. And everything inside is different as they're now patrons in the bar. Mother Kriya looks all the way out and winks at you, Nolan.
I will just wipe the blood away, slap it on the ground, give her a nod.
The Remike secure this abandoned ship. Part of the harbor is shut down as the ship is sequestered and then moved to a different city by tugboats. According to the rumors that you all hear, it was disassembled. The Magiastras of the Eastern Shore spend unbelievable amounts of money to fix the harbor. And I'm just going to ask what everyone does in the couple of days that follow that event. And I'm going to actually start with Payu.
I feel like with what's happened, there's a lot of, it's hard to describe, but a lot of like almost like soul searching, but then also trauma, but then also just all of the conflicting emotions. Not fully understanding how any of this happened, how any of it came to be, and is a lot of that time spending it in the sand, in the air. Sometimes you gotta take a little bit of time and just lose yourself in Mother Earth. And I think that's pretty much what he's going to be trying to do, at least for a little bit, before he gets back to flinging his weight through the air on ships.
Ouryn.
Goes back to mostly keeping his head down because it's not great when stuff blows up and people like him are involved. Could cause a lot of trouble for not him, but people who look like him. So he sticks close to the old port as much as he can, And also, when he can, he would also like to keep an eye out for Andy, knowing her connection to Mother Kriya now.
I'm gonna shift over to Garrick.
So you immediately after that spell that Andy cast on everybody happened, the door closed. Garrick just turned and left. Um, he found a fruit vendor, grabbed a pear, walked over to where the ship was, and just sat on a barrel and watched the ship to see what the people were doing with it. It was still curious. After a little while, that got boring, and he walked out the gates of town and was headed to the next closest village, town, city, next one he could find.
Andy and Chad.
Can't tell them what happened.
Well, yeah, duh.
Okay.
In the days that followed, Chad like shaved his head, buzz cut, is exclusively wearing like red, like leather, full head to toe, uh, has completely decided that he's going to go to school to actually learn, and is currently under new management, is going to be a crimson sorcerer, and learn a lot of blood magic, to try to free himself and Andy from the afflictions of this. So he thinks. He also has not let Andy outside of his scope of vision literally at all, just sits over Andy while they sleep. Because every time Chad closes his eyes, he sees monsters now. So things from the beyond.
Trauma is growth.
Now we've both died. I will follow him wherever he goes.
Nolan. What does Nolan do?
After seeing that Andy has paid their price and Chad is brought back to life, he finishes wiping the blood from his face, wishes them all well, and departs. But after he's recovered, he returns. Because in that moment, as the spell brought him to his knees and as the door opened, his vision swam in a way that didn't feel the same as the spell. He couldn't quite shake it. And he had business to deal with anyway. So he returned to Dimskin to bargain with Kriya.
Hey, silk sheets.
Got a couple good ale.
For you, I have the best ale.
Sits at the bar.
We have things to talk about.
I got the sense. I'm hoping you can make things clear.
I'll do what I can, silk sheets.
He drinks deeply.
And there is no finer ale. As we close on the fog finally receding, some of it still stays as a light mist. The mystery of the ship, who knows? What was on it? Where did it come from? Why was it here? Maybe we'll know eventually. This has been the Harbor. And I treated everyone with about as much possibility of survival as they deserved.
Sorry, Chad's gonna be a badass now.
Chad's going to be such a badass. I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful players. I'm going to ask, who are you? Where can we find you? And if you were in a haunted ship, are you staying in the room with the skeletons, or are you going further below deck? Or are you running and saying, screw that? Because, like, realistically, that is an option. What are you doing if you find a haunted ship? And we're going to start, actually, with the marvelous Payu. Who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you doing if you find a haunted ship?
I am Benu Isis. I am on Twitch doing all sorts of fun little shenanigans. I didn't get to use quite as many as I hoped in this one shot, but that's always all right. I do everything from TTRPGs to puzzle video games to just talk about strange things. Whatever works. If I came across a haunted ship, I would stay at least 500 feet back and just watch it. Just watch it like a weirdo.
Breaking with tradition, I'm going to say, hey, Andy, who are you really? Where can we find you? And what would you do? Sometimes you break with tradition, you do something different.
Yeah. I am Stevie. You can find me on Instagram and Threads at stevie.lcx or Marina Pager Official. I do a whole lot of stuff on this channel. Into the Night AP, obviously. In this, I am in Cosmonalia. My voice is in Kiss Me in the Silver City Rain sometimes. I'm in other one-shots, just doing all the damn stuff. You can also find me on Goblin Tuesday for the Divine Order and the Bad Ideas for Hot Summer Nights. Yeah, just keep going. If I found a haunted ship, I would absolutely go see what was up with it. I'm checking every room. Um, Historically, ghosts do not like Stevie, but I'm still gonna go.
That's fair. Hey, Ange. Garrick, who are you? Where can we find you? What?
I'm Eng. You can find me at Adapting to and whatever the platform is online, whether it's adapting to Meta, YouTube, Twitch, so on and so forth. I play TTRPGs mostly on the Skeleton Crew, where you can find me Sundays and Mondays, either beating up level 20s as the DM, dying or killing people in Faster Purple Worm, Everybody Dies on the alternate Monday, and playing my top hat wearing 7 intelligence paladin in a Curse of Strahd game, where we have a femme fatale Strahd to throw in something different. Now, other than that, you can find me on some games here on Into the Night, on Goblin Tuesday, at D in Denial, and other places like my own gaming group, Unite the Factions, where we do in-person convention stuff in the Greater Toronto area in Canada. And that's about what you can find for me.
Love that. What are you doing if you find a ghost ship?
Oh, right. If I find a ghost ship, I am going to go within about 50 feet of it with a camera and just watch all the people go in.
I like that. That's a good answer. Like, our marvelous Chadwick, arisen.
Hi, my name is Hayden Lowe. You can find me on Instagram at dr.hayden_low. I am not in a lot of stuff, but I have a couple homebrew games I'm in, nothing that gets recorded besides anytime I play with Saturday. Um, I am a doctor, chiropractor, so you want to follow my chiropractic page at the Kraken Chiropractic MOV. If you're not around me, just go ahead and like and share all my stuff so other people can see it. But yeah, that's me.
What's that? What about that ghost ship?
Ooh, if someone told me there was a ghost ship, I would not even be in the vicinity to see it.
I like it.
No
Like,
chance.
reasonable answers. Reasonable answers. To our absolutely amazing Nolan.
Nolan, also known as Zach or Odin, depending on which platform you find me on. You can find me at just Zach over here, underscores between all those words on Instagram and Threads, or at Odin's Wrath 13. The 13 is Roman numerals. Not much into content creation currently. Used to be a charity streamer and a tabletop streamer. Working on getting back into that with the wonderful Saturday here. Yeah, I just love to play D&D. I love to DM D&D, and if I was to go near a ghost ship, that would depend. In the D&D universe, fuck yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. I want to fight it. In real life, I've seen the movie Ghost Ship. You ain't catching me dead anywhere near a ghost ship. No. Hard pass. That's the scariest movie ever. I saw it when I was 8 years old.
Big fuck that. Silren.
It's I. Hi everyone. My name is B. You can find me on all my social medias at Typer Voxilations. That's TYPRVOXILATIONS. For most of my games, you can find me here on Into the Night AV because I love it when Saturday tries to hurt me and my characters. I'm in Kiss Me in the Silver City Rain, The Wrong Royals, a bunch of Ourynverse one-shots, and I will, depending on when this comes out, I think I will also currently be in the Carnival Mystique miniseries. Other than that, you can also find me sometimes on Goblin Tuesday and the Bad Ideas Twitch channel. And I think I have experienced my first proper cleric experience of everybody not staying in range for me to heal them. So thank you, everyone, for that. As for what would happen if I were on a haunted ship, I would be the first to die because I would not see the trap razor blade of decapitation doom. And that would be it for me.
Just go full cube.
That did
So
bring me down to
exactly
10
like
HP.
the first scene on the ghost ship where they were all on the deck. Exactly that.
I'm sorry, that is where that came from.
I figured.
I wondered.
Hey, I take inspiration from other things because much like all of us, I like weird and diverse things. Mostly, I like horror movies and things that make you go ah. But hey, everybody, I'm Saturday. I'm your Saturday Night. Where can you find me? Everywhere as your Saturday Night. That's night with a K, cause armor and stuff. You know, like this shit that I wear when we're doing hot summer nights. Because I don't need to wear a backplate and breastplate, but I do. That's dedication. Other than that, you find me at Into the Night AP, where you're watching this, unless you're watching it on Patreon, or potentially listening to it at some point in the future on Spotify. I don't fucking know. You know what I do know? You can also find me over on the Bad Ideas doing Hot Summer Nights, which I just mentioned. You can find me on Spotify with Goblin Tuesday doing the Divine Order, where I'm a depression bunny. For context, for Zach, Punch is essentially like the exact opposite of Shadow,
Okay.
but also super fucking depressed.
That sounds like Shadow.
Yeah, but also the exact opposite. Like the opposite of Shadow, but also just super fucking depressed all the time. But hey, everybody, that's not the end of this episode. As everyone gets on with their lives, and these strange fogs begin to return every few days to Elegance City. Late one night, when most of you would be asleep or on a job or deeper into the city or off on a ship somewhere, another giant frigate finds its way moving in to the harbor. A little bit slower, a little bit more cautious. This ancient frigate gently bumping in as it was going as slow as it could while still actually having drift. In the dead of night, as this enormous frigate bumps in, few people are around to see it. A night watch of the Remike does, but before he can say anything, a shape jumps off the top of the ship, lands, and cuts his throat. Looking around, this woman in a billowing yellow tunic, long blonde hair and elf ears, takes off a wooden fox mask and ties it to her belt before sheathing a dagger. Checks back and forth before looking back at the ship to motion for someone to come forward. There's a sharp whistle in the middle of the night as someone else jumps off that ship. You take so long.
Good things are worth waiting for.
Are they? What's so good about you that I have to be paired with you on this?
Well, if this was my first mission, I'd understand why you were confused, but since I've already taken care of stuff. And I'm gonna pull a dagger, with a handle made of the same stone as my eye. And the blade is black, glimmering, dotted with white stars.
Kill an archfey and you think that matters to me? I will be his favorite.
Oh, you didn't know that I'd done that? I thought he told you everything. But I guess you also thought he told you everything. And I'll just keep walking.
Come on. To the college. As these two figures will cross through Elegance City in the dead of night, before the elf points a finger back at the ship and it catches on fire. Just keep up, okay?
Way ahead of you.
We'll see about that. As we will close on 2 people, and just for the fun of it, what's your name?
My name's Vislin. It's very nice to meet you.
These 2 figures will travel until they arrive at the college, where the blonde elf will forge documents for your entry and studentship. And that is the harbor.
Yes.
So good.